Imagine being just 25 years old and already a self-made billionaire, not from social media, not from crypto, but from something even bigger. This is the story of Alexander Wang, the math prodigy who dropped out of MIT and built a billion-dollar empire by doing something most people never even think about: labeling data. But here's the kicker. His work is so powerful that even the US military depends on it. So, how did this introverted math genius create a company worth $7.3 billion in just a few years? And how did he manage to shock the entire world with his unexpected success? Let's dive into the incredible journey of Alexander Wang, the youngest self-made billionaire on the planet. Chapter 1. The Making of a Prodigy. Alexander Wang wasn't born into extreme wealth. He didn't have billionaire parents or connections in Silicon Valley. But what he did have was an extraordinary mind, one that could solve complex math problems at a shockingly young age. Born to physicist parents, Wang grew up in a home where numbers, equations, and data were part of everyday conversation. Unlike most kids who spent their free time playing video games or watching TV, Alexander was obsessed with math competitions. By the time he was a teenager, he was already competing in national and international math and coding contests, proving that he wasn't just smart, he was exceptional. But it wasn't just numbers that fascinated him. Wang was deeply curious about how the world worked, and that curiosity would eventually lead him to a decision that would change his life forever. Number 2, the MIT dropout who outsmarted Silicon Valley. At just 17 years old, Alexander Wang landed a job at Quora, the famous question and answer platform, working as a top software engineer. Most kids his age were worrying about prom and college applications. Wang was already writing code for one of the biggest tech platforms in the world. But that was just the beginning. Soon after, he enrolled at MIT, one of the most prestigious universities in the world. For most people, getting into MIT is the ultimate goal. But for Wang, it was just another step in his journey. After just 1 year, he did something that would make most parents panic. He dropped out. Why? Because he had an idea. And he believed in it so much that he was willing to risk everything for it. That idea? Scale AI. 3. The billion-dollar idea. No one saw coming. So, what exactly is Scale AI, and why did it make Wang a billionaire? Here's where it gets interesting. In today's world, artificial intelligence is everywhere. From self-driving cars to facial recognition to military surveillance, AI is transforming industries at an insane speed. But there's a huge problem. AI models don't just magically become smart. They need to be trained using massive amounts of data. That's where Wang saw an opportunity. He realized that if he could build a company that provided high-quality human-labeled data, he could power some of the biggest AI projects in the world. And that's exactly what he did. In 2016, with just $100,000 in funding, Wang launched Scale AI. At first, it was a small operation, but within just a few years, it exploded into something much bigger than anyone could have imagined. 4. How Scale AI took over the world. So how did Scale AI go from a small startup to a billion-dollar giant? It all came down to one crucial factor: demand. Tech companies, governments, and even the US military were desperate for high-quality data to train their AI systems, and Scale AI had exactly what they needed. The company quickly became the go-to source for AI data, helping Tesla train its self-driving cars, assisting Meta, Facebook, with AI improvements, and even working with the US Department of Defense to enhance military intelligence. By 2021, Scale AI was valued at over $7.3 billion, and Wang officially became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. But here's where things get even crazier. 5. How Alexander Wang shocked the world. While most billionaires in the tech world are flashy and outspoken, Wang is the opposite. No private jets, no insane parties, no social media flexing. Instead, he stays focused on one thing: making AI smarter. But his impact goes way beyond Silicon Valley. When the US military turned to Scale AI for help, it proved just how powerful his company had become. Think about it. One MIT dropout built a company so important that even the Pentagon relies on it. That's not something you see every day. And the craziest part? He's just getting started. Chapter 6. What's next for Alexander Wang? So what's next for the world's youngest billionaire? Wang believes that AI is still in its early stages, and he wants to be the one leading its future. His vision? A world where AI doesn't just assist us, it transforms everything. From medicine to climate change solutions to national security, Wang wants Scale AI to play a key role in shaping the future. But there's also a big question. Will AI make even more young billionaires? Or is Alexander Wang one of a kind? Only time will tell. Alexander Wang didn't inherit his wealth. He didn't stumble into luck. He saw an opportunity in a world dominated by AI, and he built a company that shocked everyone, from Silicon Valley to the US military. At just 25 years old, he's already changed the world. But the real question is, what will he do next? Let me know in the comments, do you think AI will create even more billionaires? Or is Alexander Wang just built different? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more mind-blowing stories.